Guys, Bluey Season 4 is officially on the way, and trust me, you're not ready for the surprises in store. And speaking of surprises, there's one familiar face we might be seeing a lot more of this time. It's been a long time since we last saw Grandpa Bob. He disappeared early on in Bluey, only to make a quick return at the end of Season 3, all the way from India. But this time it feels different. After so long away, spending time with his granddaughters might just be what brings him back into the picture. And if Season 4 starts with him, it wouldn't be surprising at all, because there's still a big question surrounding Bob, one that's been lingering since his last appearance. Why does Bandit's dad struggle so much with remembering things? It's been played off as a joke before, like when he forgot Bandit's name completely. But was that just Grandpa Bob being distracted, or was it something deeper? The simplest answer is that age is catching up to him. Forgetting little things here and there is normal. Our brains, just like an old bookshelf, get packed with memories over time, and some details start to slip. But there's also another possibility, one that's much harder to think about, because sometimes memory loss isn't just forgetfulness. As people get older, conditions like Alzheimer's can slowly take away their ability to remember, piece by piece. It starts small, names, places, moments from the past, but over time it can erase almost everything. And since Bluey isn't afraid to tackle big topics, it wouldn't be shocking if the show decided to explore this in Season 4. But even if that happens, one thing is certain: Bluey knows how to handle these moments with care. If Bob really is struggling with his memory, his family won't let him go through it alone, because no matter what, Bluey, Bingo, Bandit, and Chili will always be there for him. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be seeing a whole new side of Grandpa Bob this season. And if there's one healer who always steals the show, it's Muffin. Wild, unpredictable, and completely unfiltered, she's been a walking tornado from the start. But Season 4 might just show us a new side of her, one that's a little more refined. Hard to believe? Well, there's a reason for it. We already saw in the Muffin unboxing minisode that she's got her own toy review channel, and she's built up a serious following. That's not just a side hobby. It means she's learning patience, focus, and even a little self-control. If her fan base sticks around in Season 4, we might see a Muffin who's actually thinking before she speaks. A Muffin who, dare we say, has found some chill. Okay, maybe not completely chill, but if she's growing up, it could be a game changer for her parents. Trixie and Stripe have spent years struggling to keep up with their little whirlwind. Their disagreements over how to handle Muffin have put real strain on their relationship. But what happens when the biggest source of their stress starts calming down? If Muffin is learning to manage herself, will Trixie and Stripe finally get a break? Could their relationship actually improve in Season 4? Or will they realize that parenting without total chaos feels just a little too quiet? No matter what happens, one thing's clear: Muffin is changing. And for better or worse, the Healer family won't be the same without her signature brand of mayhem. Speaking of her, have you noticed that by the end of Season 3, the show had started shifting focus away from Bluey and Bingo, giving more attention to other characters? Cricket was all about Rusty, Space focused entirely on Mackenzie, and Wild Girls barely featured Bluey and Bingo at all, centering instead on Coco, Chloe, and Indy. Season 4 takes that even further. The side characters aren't just getting moments anymore. They're stepping into the spotlight, and one of the main leads might be our Chloe. She has always been an important part of the show. She's Bluey's best friend, smart and kind, always up for new adventures. But this season, she's getting even more attention, with rumors suggesting she might even have a full episode dedicated to her. And there's something big that backs this up: Lego. Just last month, Bluey officially got its own Lego sets. And out of all the characters, Chloe is the only one outside of the Healer family to get her own Lego figure. Even more interesting, one of the 5 new sets is completely focused on her and Bluey at the playground. That's a pretty strong sign that Chloe is about to have a major moment in the show. There's also a little known fact about her. Chloe was actually inspired by a real Dalmatian named Chloe, the childhood pet of Bluey's creator, Joe Brum. That makes it even more fitting that she's finally getting some extra attention. She's been part of the show since the very beginning. In fact, she was the first character to ever have a birthday on screen, turning 7 in the episode Featherwand. Now, after all this time, it looks like she's finally getting the spotlight she deserves. Besides, Bluey and Bingo's family is also about to grow. We saw the first clue in the sign, the final episode of Season 3. Auntie Brandy, who spent years struggling with infertility, appeared with a noticeable baby bump. That moment wasn't just a small detail, it was a huge milestone for her story. Because in the episode Onesies, we learned how much she wanted to be a mom and how painful it was that she couldn't have a child. But now, in Season 4, it looks like that dream is finally coming true. But Auntie Brandy isn't the only one. There's reason to believe Bluey and Bingo's own family might be welcoming a new member too. We already know that Chili has always kept the door open for another baby. In the episode The Show, they revealed that she had a miscarriage before Bluey was born. That loss still lingers in subtle moments throughout the series. It's clear that no matter how much time passes, it's something she'll always carry with her. And if we go back to the very first episode of Season 3, Perfect, there's another clue. Bandit and Fido have a casual chat about vasectomies. Bandit mentions that while he's ready to go through with it, Chili isn't quite sure.
I'm keen to get it done, but Chili, she wants to keep her options open, but I don't know. Do we want any more of these things?
At the time, it felt like just another one of those small, everyday conversations. But looking back, it might have been foreshadowing something bigger. Still not convinced? Let's go even further back. All the way to Bluey's very first promotional image from 2018. The picture shows Bandit, Chili, Bluey, and Bingo. But if you look closely, there's something else. A tiny paw resting against Chili's belly. It was easy to miss at first, but fans started to notice. And that detail wasn't from fan art or a random illustration. It was in the official press materials shared when the series launched. You see, when shows are pitched to networks, creators often have to outline long-term plans for future seasons. That means this could have been the plan all along, a 5-member healer family. And now, with Season 4 finally here, it might be time for that mystery family member to make an appearance. Of course, there's no official confirmation yet. The Bluey team is keeping this one locked down, and even the most reliable sources haven't been able to spill the details. But the clues are adding up, and it's hard to ignore. The big question now is, who will this new healer pup be? Some thought it would be a red healer boy named Buddy, since Bluey is the only one with blue fur. Others have suggested Buster, which has a nice ring to it. But maybe it won't be a boy at all. Some fans love the idea of another sister, and a lot of people have warmed up to the name Bella. Either way, whoever this pup is, they're about to join one of the most loving families out there. They'll have Bluey and Bingo as big sisters. They'll have Bandit and Chili as parents. And of course, they'll have all of us waiting to meet them. Alright, so we've talked about new additions to the healer family, but what about a wedding? Well, it looks like we might be seeing one in Season 4. And this time, it's all about Cornelius. If you remember, Winton's dad, Cornelius, has had quite the journey. He was last seen moving in with his beloved, the Terrier's mother, meaning his lonely park bench days are officially over. And if that's not a sign of something bigger, we don't know what is. A wedding could be on the horizon. And honestly, what better way to bring everyone together than another big celebration? Now, this wouldn't just be about Cornelius and the Terrier's mom tying the knot. This also means Winton's family is about to get a lot bigger. Instead of just him and his dad, he'll have 3 new siblings, the Terrier pups. And from what we've already seen in the series, they're getting along just fine, often sitting together at school and probably playing just as much at home. And here's a thought. If the Terrier's mom and Cornelius decide to expand their family, we could even see another new pup join the mix. That would officially make them the biggest family in Bluey, which could lead to some hilarious and heartwarming moments in Season 4. But that's not the only thing about Season 4. You know, one of the biggest things that sets Bluey apart from other cartoons is that the characters actually grow. While most animated kids stay frozen in time, like Peppa Pig, Bluey and Bingo have been getting older with each season. And in Season 4, that growth is about to become even more obvious. By the end of Season 3, Bluey had turned 7, and Bingo had reached 5. We saw that milestone in the episode Handstand. But now in Season 4, that means Bluey is moving up, likely in 2nd or even 3rd grade, while Bingo is about to leave the kids behind and step into a big school. Will she follow in Bluey's footsteps to the now famous Glass House Primary School, or will she end up somewhere completely new? If it's the same school, she'll be walking the same halls as her big sister, maybe even making friends with some familiar faces. But if she heads somewhere different, she could meet a whole new group of friends and have adventures completely separate from Bluey's world. Either way, one thing is certain. Season 4 is gonna show us a more independent Bingo. We've already seen the signs. In the episode Daddy Drop-Off, she found the courage to face a tough morning. And in the creek, she stepped outside her comfort zone and embraced adventure. Compare that to the quiet, reserved Bingo we met in episodes like Hairdressers and Dance Mode, and it's clear she's changing. It's all been leading up to this. She's not just getting older, she's growing into a braver, more confident version of herself. And maybe, just maybe, she's being set up for an even bigger role as a big sister. So, with all these exciting changes coming in Season 4, what are you most looking forward to? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any Bluey updates.